He doesn't scream, he doesn't cry, he doesn't limp in an obvious way. And that's exactly why. Almost no one notices. It all starts with something that seems silly. He takes longer to get up, avoids jumping on the sofa, or follows you with a strange look. Most people think it's trickery, wants a hug, he's spoiled. But what if I told you that most of the time it's not a trick? It's pain. The problem is that Shih Tzus can't talk, so they use their body language, silence, and subtle changes to ask for help. But these signals are so subtle that they go unnoticed even by those who love them very much. And while you think everything is normal, your dog may be learning to live with a discomfort that hurts every day. The scariest part? Many Shih Tzus suffer in silence because they seem normal. They eat, sleep, and even wag their tails. But inside, something isn't right. And each passing day without attention allows that pain to grow, spread, and become harder to resolve. If you've ever noticed a slight change in your Shih Tzu's behavior, even just a little, stay here. Because what you're about to discover could completely change how you see your dog, and perhaps prevent him from continuing to suffer without you realizing it. What almost no one knows is that the Shih Tzu she learned to hide the pain, not because he's strong, but because it's part of his instinct. In nature, showing weakness is dangerous, and even living indoors, that instinct remains, working silently. That's why when something hurts, he doesn't complain. He adapts. It's like a child who falls, gets hurt, but realizes no one saw. Instead of crying, they get up and continue playing, even though they're in pain. The Shih Tzu does something similar. They change the way they walk, sit, and sleep. But these changes are so small that they seem normal to an outsider, and that's where the danger lies. Because the more the dog adapts to the pain, the fewer clear signs it gives. The owner thinks everything is fine, while the dog's body compensates, overloading other parts and gradually worsening the problem. The most curious and frightening thing is that the Shih Tzu prefers to suffer in silence rather than bother you. It stays close, remains affectionate, continues trying to please. But inside, something isn't right. And if you don't learn to read these invisible signs now, the pain that seems small today could become something much bigger tomorrow. When a Shih Tzu starts avoiding walks, climbing stairs, or jumping on the sofa, many people think it's laziness. Oh, he just doesn't want to walk today. But the truth is quite different. For the dog, walking, running, and playing are natural things. If he starts avoiding it, something is wrong. Imagine trying to run with a shoe that hurts your foot. You wouldn't complain the whole time, you'd just walk less to avoid the pain. The Shih Tzu does exactly that. It doesn't say ouch, it simply avoids what hurts. And, most of the time, this refusal is linked to pain in the joints, spine, or even paws. The most dangerous thing is that he doesn't stop all at once. First he walks less, then he stops halfway. Later, he starts to fall behind. Because this happens slowly, the owner gets used to it and thinks it's normal. But it's not. Every step he fails to take is a silent cry for help. It's not a tantrum, it's not a whim, and it's certainly not a lack of willpower. It's his body saying, "This hurts." And the sooner you understand this signal, the easier it is to prevent this pain from becoming a serious problem. Sometimes the pain doesn't show in the legs, but in the way they look. The Shih Tzu that was once lively starts to become quieter, with a different look, as if they are always tired. They spend more time lying down, distance themselves a little, or stop following you around the house as they used to. Many people think it's just a phase or passing sadness, but this almost never appears out of nowhere. When pain is constant, the body becomes stressed, and this stress changes everything. The dog sleeps differently, breathes differently, and even reacts differently to sounds and people. He may become more sensitive, more frightened, or even seem listless. It's not drama, it's the body trying to cope with something that bothers it all the time. The saddest thing is that on the outside, he still seems normal. He eats, drinks water, and even wags his tail. But inside, he doesn't feel as well as before. It's like when someone has a headache all day. They keep living, but nothing is the same. If your Shih Tzu's gaze has changed and you feel he's not the same anymore, trust that feeling. Often that's where the pain begins to reveal itself. Suddenly, that affection he always enjoyed starts to bother him. You try to pick him up, pet him, or touch some part of his body, and the Shih Tzu moves away, stiffens, or even growls. Many people get scared and think he suddenly got angry. But, most of the time, this is not aggression. It's protection against pain. Imagine someone pressing on your wound without knowing. You would complain immediately. A dog does the same, but in its own way. It doesn't bite out of malice. It warns you beforehand. The problem is that many owners ignore this warning or scold their dog, thinking it's disobedience. When a Shih Tzu avoids touch, it's because some area is hurting. It could be the spine, neck, belly, or even the paws, and each attempt at contact becomes a moment of fear for him. That's why he learns to defend himself before the pain appears. This behavior is a clear cry for help. If you respect this signal, observe where your Shih Tzu is avoiding touch, and try to understand the reason, you can prevent a lot of suffering. Ignoring this warning forces your Shih Tzu to live with pain in silence, and that never ends well. The biggest mistake doesn't happen out of malice. It stems from love, misinterpreted. Many owners love their Shih Tzu so much that they believe they know everything about it, and when something changes, the easiest explanation appears. It's just a tantrum. It wants attention. It's being charming. But this way of thinking can be costly. When pain is mistaken for fussiness, time passes, and pain that is not treated does not disappear on its own. It accumulates, worsens, and causes the body to work incorrectly to compensate. The Shih Tzu changes its posture, strains other parts of its body, and ends up creating new problems that could have been avoided. The most dangerous thing is that he keeps trying to please. Even in pain, he wags his tail, leans against you, and tries to appear normal. This is even more deceptive. The owner thinks everything is fine, while the dog learns to live with something that hurts him every day. It's not about loving less. It's about observing more. Understanding that affection isn't about ignoring signs, but about taking every small change seriously. Because when you call pain a tantrum, you waste time. And time, for your Shih Tzu's body, makes all the difference between getting better or suffering in silence. Recognizing pain before it worsens isn't about guessing, it's about observing. Shih Tzus always give signs, but they appear together, never alone. One day they sleep more, the next they change their lying position. Then they start getting up slowly or licking their paws excessively. Separately, these signs seem silly. Together, they tell an important story. Another detail that's easy to notice is posture. When something hurts, the body tries to protect itself. The dog may become more hunched over, sit sideways, or avoid putting weight on one paw. None of this happens by chance. It's the body saying, "This hurts less." Even silence speaks volumes. A Shih Tzu that stops asking to play, no longer calls for walks, or becomes excessively quiet is trying to conserve energy to cope with discomfort. It's not complaining, it's adapting. Paying attention to these small signs is an act of care. You don't need to be an expert, just pay attention with affection. The sooner you notice these changes, the easier it is to act and avoid suffering. Because when the pain is still small, it gives gentle warnings. And those who learn to listen to these warnings protect those they love before it's too late. There comes a moment when the owner senses something strange, even without being able to explain it. The Shih Tzu is there nearby too, quiet, and their heart aches. This feeling doesn't appear by chance. Most of the time it's a warning. It's not a tantrum. It's pain silently crying out for help, and almost no one realizes this in time. Shih Tzus don't know how to ask for help like we do. They don't point to where it hurts. They change their demeanor. They become more withdrawn, avoid certain things, and look at you differently. And when no one understands, they keep trying to please, even when hurt. That's what hurts the most too. Realize, they suffer silently so as not to worry those they love. The sooner you act, the less suffering there will be. Ignoring the signs doesn't make the pain go away. On the contrary, it makes it grow in secret. And when it finally appears clearly, the problem is already bigger than it needed to be. If something inside you tells you that your Shih Tzu isn't well, trust it. Information saves lives, and also prevents a lot of unnecessary suffering. Subscribe to the channel to learn how to protect those who cannot speak. Comment if you've noticed any of these signs in your Shih Tzu. Your comment can help other owners open their eyes before it's too late.